Hey guys, welcome back. Drip Coach here with Drip and Farm for property where we don't trust, we verify and operate with integrity and transparency. Today we're diving into two updates from our projects, SwapX and DripX. So stay tuned. All right, since I haven't done SwapX in a while, I think the last one on my channel was, over a month ago, about the Bad Bunny tap turn. I didn't play it because, again, it didn't work for me. So that was just a initial, what would you call that? First impression. So I'm just like, I ain't got time for that. But I have seen, according to their stats, so there is apparently we'll call it 24,000 users playing the game. So we'll see how that translates to this new update and what they're going to do. So let's see if I can zoom in here. So they said, or Ricky SP, one of the devs said, first off, I want to thank you all for your patience and support. You guys are honestly the best community. Anyway, sometimes things happen that are out of anyone's control, even OKX's. That said, we don't think it's fair to wait around any longer. We're ready to go. Over the past few months, we've been talking to a few blockchain foundations, and one of them is a perfect match for the long-term success of SwapX. We built a solid relationship with them, and we're really proud of what we've accomplished so far. We're just about to close a deal to secure the best incentives for our community, and we're super excited about what's coming next. We'll share the details soon, but for now, just know that we're feeling really bullish about this move and the bright future it's bringing for SwapX. So in a nutshell, I guess they are ready to move forward. Remember, they raised liquidity about 6 months ago, $1.5 million roughly. And then they were waiting on OKX, and supposedly OKX was doing some other stuff with the US and regulation. Really don't know. We have no idea what was going on behind closed doors. The OKX updates on their Twitter or X don't really tell you anything either. But this at least has some potential to be positive because it means they're pivoting to do something with another chain, which means we won't be sitting around waiting and wondering. So I have no idea what chain it's going to be. They haven't announced that, but there are definitely tons of other chains out there that are making moves, have the volume, have the users. So as I mentioned, it'll be interesting to see how the 24,000 Bad Bunny users and the 3,000 here in the SwapX community translate over to volume and liquidity and usage on whatever new chain that this will actually be on. So I'll keep you posted for whatever that is. Nothing as of yet, but at least they're doing something finally. So still, we would have to see. The very first thing would be a way to essentially do something with these NFTs. So we don't even have the NFTs yet. All we have is blockchain receipts that show what you did 180 days ago, almost 6 months exactly. So none of us have any kind of token or NFT yet. We just have the pre-sale. So that just means you put your money up and you're waiting to do something with that. And that next step would be a transaction verification of who did what, and then be able to exchange your pre-sale allocation for that NFT, which we were told originally had to do with token allocations and then percentages from the DEX, all that stuff. I have no idea if any of that is still even current. There could be some changes that they make towards this. Maybe they're keeping it exactly the same because it's no longer X layer, all this stuff. So I have no idea how that affects the roadmap, the tokenomics, any of that stuff. So we don't know anything besides, hey, the team's been working for 6 months and now they're moving somewhere else. So you can decide if that's bullish, bearish, or somewhere in between. the land of the unknown. I have no idea. Speaking of no idea and unknowns, DripX is back on the radar, and they are making an announcement that, quote unquote, get ready for Venom, a deflationary DripX future. After October 15th, minting will be turned off and no more miners or faucets will be created. Secure your supply while you still can to be a part of the next phase. So I have no idea what this will actually be. But what they did do, so we can take a look at this. So it's saying after October 15th, minting will be turned off. No more miners or faucets will be created. So that means if you already have a miner or a faucet out there, those will continue to pay out. So all of mine, I already told you guys, I've given up on this. It's just been an epic shit show and a letdown. But if you have miners, those will still be available and you can still create miners. So if you look in here, there's plenty of room, especially after you move after, like, I think it's 100 days from now. Basically, yeah, there's very little participation. So a lot of people, the inflation's already been in there, and that's what's causing negative sell pressure on token, negative price action, I should say, on the token. There's nobody investing back into it because a lot of the whales, OGs, got in with big bags. And then the whole purpose of this was putting in a small amount, get a much larger amount out later. That's what a miner does. You delay your gratification for bigger rewards later. So all the inflation is already baked into the token. And that's why you've seen just negative price action and nobody willing to put up any additional capital to bail this ship out. So the pivot, according to their announcement, is to stop that. So if you're not in by now, I would recommend getting in. You will not have any new tokens that you're able to create. It's going to be deflationary. Now, by deflationary, what they also did is went ahead and created 10 trillion tokens to somehow make it deflationary. Like, I don't actually understand the math on this, but you can look at the contract balance here. It says 10 trillion and some change. And if you open up the number one holder, you'll see that they created 5 days ago, as of this video, they minted themselves 10 trillion tokens to kick off whatever this is going to be, I guess. So in my head, the math doesn't math. I get it that they're turning off inflation, which is great. So you won't be able to get any more out from your miners, but let's do a little back of napkin math. So remember, right now, the maximum amount of tokens that can come out of DripX on a daily basis is 20 billion. And the furthest you can build a miner out is 280 days. So simple math would say that the maximum number of tokens that will come out in the next 280 days is going to be 20 billion, 20,000, 20 million, 20 billion, right? 100,000, millions, billions times 280, right? That's simple math. That would be the max if everybody was getting in maximum. Well, that gives us million, billion, trillion. That gives us 5.6 trillion. So the maximum inflation that could have came out from the DripX token over the next 280 days is 5.6 trillion. However, they went ahead and created 10 trillion. They doubled the amount of inflation so that it could become deflationary. Like, I don't actually get it. I have no idea what it means. They're going to call this FUD. You're going to have the haters, whatever, but it's just math. Like, do the math. Now, I'm sure the tokenomics will somehow make up for this. And of course, if you zoom out from 280 days from now and zoom out to 560, you do have 11.2 trillion. So that is less. And once it's written to the blockchain, it's there forever and ever, amen. So you could also say that well into the future, by the next cycle, it would have been even more. But remember, this contract is not burned. It is a proxy contract. It constantly can be changed. Hence, it's being changed from what we were originally sold and bought into to now no more miners, no more faucets. So you can't really use that argument to say that it's deflationary if you zoom out 2 years or more, because it could change again, just like we saw with Drip. So to me, there's definitely some classic similarities in how things are going in these ecosystems. Lots of obfuscation, lots of smoke and mirrors. Look over here, changes to contracts, not the thing you bought into, not performing the way you thought it was going to. Lots of gaslighting in the community. Lots of people shouting bullish, 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 just keep investing. It's going to be the best thing since sliced bread. I don't know. It doesn't add up to me. Just simple math, looking at just what I can see on chain. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with this, how this actually work. Maybe they burn half of this. I have no idea. But I do know, again, simple math, if you don't add any more liquidity to the token, there is no more value to be extracted. And all the people that have the token will be extracting the existing value that's currently there. Like, you just can't make money or make value out of thin air. However, the one caveat is what they're doing over on Pulse. We don't know what's going on there because that's been removed from the buy and burn to show you what's going on. But if Richard Hart wins this against the SEC and you get favorable regulation going into the next cycle, not next cycle, but next year, basically, whoever wins the election, then you could see Pulse pump, and then you could see possibly these balances perform really, really well. So there are definitely still some unknown unknowns. So I'm just giving you the cut and dry of what I'm seeing and how it's performed for me thus far, and what we see again on chain and the one announcement that they made. So me personally, just holding what little tokens I have, because I'm already, like I said, wrecked. So it's kind of just like what Drip was, just wait and see what happens to the token. We still have another year of the bull market left. So there's still potential price appreciation simply from other factors. But within the ecosystem itself, it has not performed as advertised to me. All right, that's all I got. Smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See you.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SwapX Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.